Greetings, everyone, and welcome to a new episode of the 1GDV podcast. I'm your host, this week's Nerd Herder. Joining us today are Lori, Rick, and Sam.
What's good, y'all? It's been a hot minute.
Wait, do you do intros now? Because you haven't introduced it before.
I've been doing intros for a while now.
Well, okay. Well, I haven't been here for a while.
I think I started doing intros for everyone like late last year.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
I don't.
I think the last time I think it was like the last time I was doing like a recorded podcast. It was just me and Kyle.
Yeah, it was.
So that's why I remember it so well.
Yeah, so it's kind of been a habit for me now. But yeah, that's besides the point because it's been only like 3 months since our last recorded episode, but we'll just ignore that. Anyway, so earlier this week, well, by the time this comes out, last week, Will has seen our first proper Nintendo Direct of 2024. Yeah, it took until June to get a proper Direct. So we might as well just talk about that for the entire episode because we're still very light on Pokemon news, so we gotta get something to talk about here. So
yeah, guys, Pokemon is officially dead.
That's besides the point. So the Direct started off with probably the highlight for me, Mario and Luigi Brothership.
Oh hell yeah, that was so fire. Until I saw the name and I was like, this name has no aura at all. This name is not it. Come on out. Like, we bring back Mario Luigi, such a nice ass saga, and then you name Brothership? Like, come on out.
Okay, but in all seriousness, I'm so unbelievably happy that the series is back. Because, like, as it was stated in the Direct, this is the first original Mario and Luigi game in almost 9 years since Mario and Luigi Paper Jam on the 3DS.
Yeah, it's so nice to be back because those games are like sure hits.
I know they're so much fun. I haven't played a ton of Mario RPGs, but the Mario and Luigi games have probably been my favorite. Like, they're just so much fun to play. I love the combat and the funky story that they have. And plus, the graphics are so good, too. And I love the art style that Brothership is going to have. It's basically the key art from their box arts, but have that being the graphics for the entire game. It just looks awesome.
Yeah, it looks really nice. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, like, the fact that... Oh my god. I still can't get over the fact that the series is back, because, like, we thought that the series was dead after Alpha Dream went bankrupt in 2019. But...
Yeah, it's so nice to see it back, because back in the days, with Superstar Saga, Partners in Time, and Bowser's Inside Story, which is probably the top 3 of those games, it's just... Knowing that we have another one coming out, it's just so exciting about it.
Absolutely, and the fact that we've seen a resurgence of Mario RPGs with the remakes of Mario RPG and Thousand Year Door, like we're basically back into 2000s for Mario RPGs.
Yeah. I haven't played any of the Mario and Luigi games, but before you say anything, I do plan to. I plan to get a Superstar Saga for the GBA at some point, but until I do that, I would have played any of them. So,
yeah, hopefully you'll get Superstar Saga soon because granted, I haven't played it, but I've played.
That game is amazing. It's amazing.
Like, I tried the original Bowser's Inside Story, and I have the 3DS remake, and I also have Dream Team as well, and I loved all of them. They're so much fun. And I think I actually remember trying Superstar Saga like years ago when I was a kid, but I don't remember much of it. But I was just so intrigued by it, but I never got a copy of it. And
Superstar Saga is just amazing.
Yeah, like near the end of 2022, I finally got a physical copy of Superstar Saga, and of course, like a few months later, that was one of the launch games that got added for GBA on Nintendo Switch Online. Go me!
I mean, you have the physical copy though. That's cool.
Yeah, like I'm debating if I want to play it on that or play on NSO since I can play on the TV. Plus, all the GBA games are playing in Game Boy Player mode, and Superstar Saga is one of those games that is supported by the Game Boy Player, so you get haptic feedback in that game.
I was just gonna say get a Game Boy Player, but okay.
But I think I also got Partners in Time on my Wii U, so I basically can play the entire series, at least the original trilogy.
You need to play that. That game is just amazing. It's probably my personal favorite Mario Luigi game, and it's probably not even probably. It is on my top 5 favorite games of all time. That game is just amazing.
Nice.
I don't care what people say. Oh, it's the weakest of the big trio, whatever. Blah blah blah. I don't care what your blah 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 because it is peak.
Like that kind of reminds me of a tweet that I saw on Twitter earlier today, where it said like somewhere along the lines of, let me go find it actually, because it kind of reflects your opinion a little bit. It says basically really speaks to the talent of Alpha Dream that they could release quote their worst game yet, and most people will still play it. Is still like a solid 8 out of 10 or so. In fact, I'll link that tweet in the voice channel. And of course they list Paper Jam as an example, but like the point still stands regardless.
Oh yeah, I haven't gotten around to play Dream Team and Paper Jam just because of the fact that I didn't have a 3DS when both of those games came out. But I own both of them now, so I can try them out soon enough.
Yeah,
Wait, I'm back. What did I miss?
We were just saying Rick was just like in fact, why don't you explain it, Rick?
Oh yeah, no, it's because I was just talking about how Partners in Time is my favorite Mario Luigi game, and probably is in my top 5 games of all time. And a lot of people try to drag it just because it's they're like, oh, it's the weakest of the original trio, blah blah blah, you know. But I personally still think it's peak for what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I've also seen in a link that in a tweet that I linked into non-voice, I saw one comment mentioning Partners in Time as well, and that tweet in particular, like I very much agree, because like the story could be mid, but if the gameplay is still really fun, that's all that matters to me, honestly. Like granted, I haven't played Paper Jam, but I have played a lot of Dream Team, and that game's fantastic.
Yeah, I feel like if the game is engaging enough, you know, and it draws your attention, I don't really care about the story, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
If the power ups are fucking hilarious to use, then I'm in, you know.
Yeah, exactly. And like, you know what's kind of sad though?
What?
The fact that Mario and Luigi Paper Jam was essentially the better Paper Mario game than the actual Paper Mario games that the 3DS got.
Oh my god, that is kind of sad, yeah.
Yeah, because like, of course, the 3DS was graced with the oh so terrible Paper Mario Sticker Star. And
yeah, I've heard like ups and downs from that game, so I haven't played it. So.
I mean,
Yeah, I haven't played it either.
I mean, I have Sticker Star. I never finished it because I got lost at one point because of just how much backtracking you gotta do, and the game doesn't tell you about that ahead of time. And also, it's just not that good of a game in general.
I mean, I assume it can't be worse than Color Splash, right?
It is worse than Color Splash.
Oh my god, no way. Yeah, I played Color Splash, so that's why I was like, oh, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not like Color Splash.
I mean, Color Splash and Sticker Star are kind of like companion games, as Color Splash uses a lot of from Sticker Star, but it is overall a better game. But like, but hey, at least we don't have to deal with those atrocities anymore, as you know we got the 1,000 Year Door remake.
And we got Brothership coming on. Whoa!
I still need to play. I still need to play the Mario RPG remake and 1,000 Year Door, but you'll be told I might wait until Brothership because I just like Mario and Luigi that much more. Granted, I haven't had that much experience with Paper Mario in general, and like the fact that I had a nasty introduction to Paper Mario because you know the first Paper Mario game I ever got was Sticker Star. I never had 1,000 Year Door as a kid.
Bruh.
I never had an N64, so I never got to try the original Paper Mario.
And you ever played Super Paper Mario either?
I tried Super Paper Mario, and I did like what I played, but I never got it myself.
Oh, fair, yeah.
And I
Yeah,
really,
the first Paper Mario I played was Thousand Year Door, so I was fortunate enough to play the best Paper Mario.
and the fact that that's the one that got a remake on Switch.
Yeah.
Like, we really have a whole trinity of Mario RPGs on Switch now. Like, it's a good time to be a fan of Mario RPGs, finally. And all I can say is, welcome back, Mario and Luigi.
Yeah, it's really good to be back because a lot of people, me included, thought the series was just dead after Dream, like you mentioned, like went bankruptcy on 2019. I thought it was over from there. They were just gonna like maybe remix a game or whatever, but they announced a whole ass new game, and I'm like, oh, we're so back.
Yeah,
We are actually so back.
Exactly. And apparently, some of the original devs for Mario and Luigi are working on Brothership as well, which is awesome.
Yeah, I'm not really surprised by those because I was expecting that to happen because they know a lot about the series, they have experience, so it's really valuable to have them in there.
Yeah, although Nintendo did not fully disclose who is the full dev team working on Brothership, and we're probably not going to know about that until release. But there are some rumors saying that it's Ilka making Brothership, and people
Yeah, it could be a
people
possibility.
are losing their shit about that, all because of Brony Diamond's Shiny Pro. And I'm like, knock it off.
It could be a possibility. Yeah, Ilka has been working with Nintendo a lot. Well, I mean, only BDSP came out, but
And that was like their only blunder, but all the other games that they've worked on were apparently really, really good, like One Piece Odyssey and Sandland.
the One Piece.
But yeah, I'm so excited. This is probably my most anticipated game of the year, to be honest.
My most anticipated game of the year is coming up now. Can we talk about it?
Is it Echoes of Wisdom?
Of course it is.
Yes.
Yeah, the
We
first
finally
Zelda
got Zelda. We finally got The Legend of Zelda,
Yep.
and we're playing Minecraft, which is awesome.
Yep.
We're playing Minecraft with Zelda. How fun is that?
Exactly.
Okay, but in all seriousness, this actually looks really, really good too. Like I really like the idea of the echo mechanic. Give you a lot
At
more
first,
freedom.
I thought it was like a remake. Like they were probably just making a Link to the Past with the Link's Awakening art style or something.
I thought it was a remake too because it's using the same exact engine as the Link's Awakening remake.
Yeah, I thought it was just a Link to the Past, but Link's Awakening art style like they did, but apparently not. It was just a whole new game, and like, oh, say less.
And honestly, I like that idea because that's a really good looking engine, and it shouldn't be left to just one remake. So I'm down with that. And that's coming from someone who doesn't play Zelda.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the fact that it's like a whole ass new game, and then we get to play as Zelda finally.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like with how good the Link's Awakening remake was, any 2D Zelda games we're going to get were probably going to be in that style. So I wasn't really surprised that it's in that style. But,
I mean, it's a good aesthetic. It's really cute.
Yeah.
I was surprised they even announced a game like a new game like that. I thought it was just out of the water.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those games because it's happening at the end of the Switch's lifespan that I think will probably get ported to Switch 2 at some point. But I don't think it'll be. I mean, we know it's not a dual release, but
Yeah, obviously.
I do think it'll get ported like how almost all the Mario games got games for Wii U got ported to Switch.
Yeah. Or at the very least, like if the successor ends up being backwards compatible, and because some reports are saying that it's going to be backwards compatible and feature enhancements for backwards compatible games, kind of like what Xbox and PS5 do. So it's possible that the Echoes of Wisdom could get some kind of enhancement if that ends up being the case.
God, imagine if if Nintendo releases like their new console and it's actually as powerful as like a PS5 or an Xbox. That'd be fucking nuts.
Yeah, I think that would that would be like the dream, but if they want to keep it as a hybrid like we have right now, then I don't think that's technically possible right now.
No, no, yeah, no. If they want to, if they want to keep it like a hybrid, then it's not possible. But I hope that like, yeah, this might be weird. I kind of hope they don't keep it as a hybrid because I missed dedicated handhelds.
I mean, yeah, but I don't think that's going to happen. Like,
No.
Yeah,
Today-
I feel like they're not gonna like 1 year they release a hybrid and then they're like, oh fuck,
Oh
go
no,
back.
yeah,
You know?
yeah, no. I don't think it's gonna happen, but it's just when you release something like the Switch, that the Switch like fucking not gamepad. That's the Wii U. What's it? The Switch. And like portable mode. It's too big to actually be portable. So like that's my biggest problem. Like I want something smaller. Like I'm going to take it around.
kind of like the Switch Lite, or a little smaller.
More like 3DS size
Yeah, fair.
or smaller than that. But yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I feel like the whole thing about them going hybrid, they lost a lot about that, not being able to produce such a high stakes like console like PS5 and the Series X, which I don't think Nintendo like really wants to try that. But
Yeah.
I think the next one might be like strong. It might be like probably like around like the PS4 Xbox One like level. I feel like.
Yeah, some
I feel
reports
like
some reports are saying that the successor could feature power along the lines of like the PS4 Pro.
Yeah, I feel like if they achieve that already, that's already big enough, for a Nintendo console.
Yeah, that's
That's
already a
already,
massive
like,
upgrade.
big. Yeah. Especially the fact that considering it's going to be, most likely is also going to be a hybrid. So if they achieve that while having a hybrid, it's pretty insane.
Yeah. And when Nintendo announced this direct, they explicitly said to not expect any info about the Switch's successor. And so we'll probably get a proper reveal for that in like the fall.
Yeah, I was thinking we get the reveal in the fall, and then like I've heard that the rumors are saying it'll be released in March. So
Either that or at some point in second quarter of 2025.
yeah.
Yeah, I personally feel like it's not going to be announced this year. I think it's going to be a 2025 announcement, and they probably release it like towards holiday of 2025.
That's
like,
possible too.
around, like December.
That's too far away. Just because I'm very excited about it, and I don't want it to be that far away.
That's a mood though.
Yeah, fair. But I feel like
yeah.
they're not really interested in announcing it so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like when we look back at the original Switch, they revealed that in October of 2016, and it got released in. We lost Sam.
Sam.
But yeah, going back to what I said, when you look at the reveal to release of the original Switch, that was revealed in October 2016, and it got released in March of 2017. Although the actual release date was not revealed until January of that year.
Done.
So that's like a 6-month gap from reveal to release. So we could see something similar, but we're still many months away from the actual reveal of the new console.
Yeah. I will say though, that Prime 4 gameplay looked really good. Like,
oh my god, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. What a way to close out the direct.
Yes, but like that gameplay looked too good for a Switch. I'm sorry.
I mean, when you look
like the oldest Switches are gonna be fucking frying. They're gonna explode in your hands.
I mean, and when you consider the fact that the remaster for the first Metroid Prime already looked amazing on the current Switch hardware, and the fact that Prime 4 Beyond looks even better is just mind-blowing.
Yeah, they're still somehow gonna manage it to compress it to like, I don't know, 15 gigabytes.
Yeah, that's the crazy bit too. Like, they have this incredible looking game, and it's not even going to be like, and it could not even be like 20 gigs in its file size. Like, say what you want about Nintendo hardware, but they know how to compress games and make them fit.
Yeah.
Like, Western game devs, take notes.
Yes. And it's very funny watching like the Switch play third party third party games that look really damn good, like that are clearly built for like the PS5 and stuff. For example, Stray, that was announced in the direct.
Yeah, I love Stray.
Coming to Switch. A lot of the textures look very blurry compared to the PS5 version.
Yeah, it does. The graphics do look very crusty.
Yeah.
Compared to the PC and PS5 and Xbox versions.
Yeah, like another good example is like FIFA on the Switch. Like, who would imagine that?
Jesus
Like,
Christ.
it's funny to see like FIFA on the Switch, and then you compare it to the PS5 or the Series X.
Like, basically any game that isn't Nintendo that has realistic graphics are a recipe to run bad on the Switch.
Yes. To be fair about FIFA though, who the fuck plays FIFA for the graphics?
Yeah.
It's FIFA.
Yeah, I feel like there are some people out there that probably just play FIFA for the graphics, but
But
a very small margin.
If you're playing FIFA for the fucking graphics, then you're not gonna be playing on Switch. You're gonna be playing on another platform.
No, obviously, yeah, you would be probably playing on another console or the PC.
Exactly. Or even a Steam Deck for that matter.
Oh my god.
What?
I checked the goddamn Game Boy again. I guess a lot of people have been bidding it in like the last 10 minutes. It's now £72.
Oh my god. Do you want to give context for that for the viewers?
Oh yes, right. I haven't talked about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I'm a bit lost.
Okay, so I told you earlier. Okay, so last night I found a Game Boy Advance and a bunch of Game Boy Advance games on eBay. The current the bid was at £17, so I bid £18, and then nobody bid for the rest of the night, and I thought, oh, maybe I'll actually get that. This morning it was £27. Right before we started recording, it was £28. And now, about 20 minutes later, it's £72.
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
The last time I bet was last night. I bet was last night, so I'm not getting that. So I'm not getting the Game Boy, but that sucks. Cause I wanted it, but
oh,
yeah,
man. Pain.
Yeah.
That's low-key hilarious though.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna have a look at this.
Is it still at 72 right now, or did it go up again?
Let me check.
Also, when does
it's still at 72? Let me see if I can.
when does that auction close?
3 minutes away.
Holy shit!
Yeah, that's why it got so high so quick.
Was it an original model GBA or was it an SP?
OG.
Wow. What were the games that were being sold with it?
Let me have a look.
Well, how many games were being included?
1, 2, 3. There was 13 games.
Okay.
That there's sorry. None of these games are like good. Sorry, there's like maybe like 2 or 3 games that are worth anything in here, I think.
What are they?
No, I'm gonna go through all the games, right?
All right,
There
let's hear it.
is WWE Survivor Series, Power
What a
Rangers
start.
Ninja Storm, Mario Golf Advance Tour, finally a real game, Total Soccer 2002. I cannot read this one. There's a light on it. Disney Princess or something. I don't know.
What?
Magical Quest 3 starring Mickey and Donald, developed by Capcom somehow. Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX. I don't know who the fuck that is.
What are these Mickey Mouse ass games? What the?
Game & Watch Gallery Advance.
Oh my god, Game and Watch.
Yu-Gi-Oh game. I cannot make out the subtitle. Spyro 2 Season of Flame. Finally, another real game. NES Classics Pac-Man, and Godzilla something.
Godzilla?
Yes.
Like the beast?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Yes. I was mainly doing it for the console because most of these games are shit, and I already have Mario Golf Adventure, even if mine's Japanese. But
I mean, Mario Golf is Mario Golf.
yeah. But also Pac-Man and Spyro and Spyro would have been great. But anyway.
Yeah, I actually have played the NES version of Pac-Man, funny enough. It was on the 3DS Virtual Console.
Huh.
It's okay. It's Pac-Man on the NES. What's there to get excited
Pac-Man. All Pac-Man are the same games, but Pac-Man is also an incredibly fun game. So yes, I would gladly be excited for Pac-Man.
I mean, true. The only version of Pac-Man that I would not be excited about is for the fucking Atari 2600.
I don't think I know what that one.
Oh my god. Remind me to show you that after we're done recording.
All right. Like the only infamous Atari game that I know is the as ET.
Yeah, the Atari port of Pac-Man, let's just say, it wasn't good either.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway.
Yep.
So getting
All
back on track here.
Wait. Okay, so yeah. All right.
In fact,
the 72 pound bid is definitely winning because there's like 20 seconds left.
Well then.
Oh no, it's been sold.
Well, there we go.
It was sold for 74 at last minute.
Holy shit! Talk about very last minute.
Yep.
Like, I bet you that a large bulk of that price was because of the GBA itself. And the games were just extra freebies.
Yeah. No, yeah, absolutely.
The games are there just as toppings, really.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just found a bundle of 30 Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games, and 3 of the Game Boy Advance games are have blank labels.
Well, that's reassuring.
Mystery games. I love mystery games.
Yeah.
You just boot up and you never know what you're gonna get.
Basically.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a mystery game at my local retro game shop. I know what it is though because the sticker just fell off.
Welp.
And I found the sticker like while rifling through the games. It's a bootleg of Link to the Past.
Oh god.
That's
hilarious.
Yeah. I wish I could find more mystery games because honestly, I want to know what they are.
Yeah, I get it. In fact, I'm speaking of Link to the Past on GBA. That was one of the games that got re-released onto Nintendo Switch Online during the Direct, alongside Metroid Zero Mission, and there's a new 17 plus catalog for N64 games, and all that is on there is for Turok and Perfect Dark.
Yeah, you have to mention the fact that it's a Link to the Past plus Four Swords.
Yep.
Yeah, Four Swords is actually very important.
Yep.
Because that's historically, like, even originally, been a game that's very difficult to actually play.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost impossible if you don't have like 3 other people.
Yeah, because like the only way you could play that reasonably is if you were one of the lucky few that got it on DSiWare, which is how I got the first play of Four Swords.
Yeah.
And I did like when I played. I just didn't finish it.
Yeah, because I have Link to the Past and Four Swords. I have it for the Game Boy Advance, and it's just like I'm waiting to know other people who I can play it with because I can't play Four Swords right now.
Rip.
Yeah, I've played it and finished Four Swords. I was the lucky one. I played it with my cousins and my brother.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. You can play Four Swords on your own on the DSiWare version, but I don't. Is that possible on the GBA version?
I don't think so.
Gotcha. Yeah, because
more funny enough, Four Swords Adventures, which is the game for the GameCube, you can play as all 4.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of mixed up because you will always be in a single. Because since you're playing single with 4 characters, you're always like having formations. So it's sometimes a stray, sometimes a cube, and so like it's not like roaming around like you would expect.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, you still can play as 4, which is much better than not playing 4 swords at all.
Yeah. Like one of the few times that I was playing Four Swords with one of my IRLs, we weren't really progressing the game much. Instead, we were just kind of dicking around it, and it was a good time. I don't think we completed a single dungeon.
Yeah, it's a really good game, but it's basically kind of impossible to play it.
Yeah, at least with the GBA original. But
Yeah.
that's easier to play. But funny, that's more accessible to play now compared to the DSiWare version, since that was only available for a limited time, and you can't even get that version on DSi or 3DS anymore. Now that both DSi and 3DS shops are down.
Wait, since the game came out now to the Switch Online, can you play it online or no?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can play online.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought it was only like local play.
No, it is online.
Yeah,
Oh, that's kind of neat. Yeah, that's kind of neat.
Yeah, you can't do
Yeah,
either locally or
online,
online.
right.
Like a lot of Game Boy and Game Boy Advance multiplayer games benefited a lot from Nintendo Switch Online.
Yeah.
Especially the 4-player ones like Kirby the Amazing Mirror and Four Swords. Those are like the best versions of those games to play now.
I mean, at least like the Amazing Mirror, you can play it. Apart from Four Swords, where you actually need 4 people.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Oh wait, is Amazing Mirror like really hard single player?
Yeah, I'm finding it hard because I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just running around like laps.
Oh, fun! I have that game. That can be fun to play.
I mean, I've been playing Amazing Mirror. I've been playing Amazing Mirror since I was a kid, and I've 100%ed it plenty of times.
Alright.
Oh my god!
So I'm very familiar with how that game plays. And like the main thing about Amazing Mirror is you gotta stop plenty of times to pause the game and read your map to know where you're going.
Oh yeah, I realized that I have to read the map instead of just going through doors. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is that for each area, when you go to a new area for the first time, you don't have the full view of the map. You just have a miniaturized version until you find the proper map for each area.
Yeah, that actually sucks because I get to some like new areas and it's just cubes. I'm like, how am I supposed to know where I'm at?
Yeah, and you really got to keep an eye out for knowing when you have fully completed everything in a particular part of an area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sometimes I don't even understand how the game works itself. I'm like, oh my god, I'm just playing because it's Kirby.
I mean, it's still a good game. Like, it's still one of my favorites.
Yeah, I'm having fun, but I'm really lost.
Yeah, it's a very easy game to get lost in for your first playthrough. I'll give it that. And
yeah, like compared to Nightmare in Dreamland, which I played it like really quickly. It was amazing.
Also, that's a much
And I was,
that's a much easier game than 100% too.
yeah. I did not
Yeah.
really care about 100%. Yeah, I just wanted to finish it.
Neither did I. I did not want to do the whole game in a speed run. I would not want to do that. But the person who had the game before me did do that because they had 100% it. But
Well, I also played Squeeze Squad again or Mouse Attack, and then I actually 100%ed because I played that game many times before, so I knew everything from head.
Yeah. I mean, that's like the easiest Kirby game to 100% anyway.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
Because you just gotta collect all the treasure chests and that's it.
Yeah, the game's pretty forgiving for 100%. So
Absolutely. It's not like Amazing Mirror where you also gotta find all the treasure chests, and not all of them even have a freaking collectible in them. Sometimes some of them have healing items. It's stupid. And those healing chests also count for 100% completion.
really,
Yeah.
no way. Oh my god.
Yeah, and the reward you get.
I'm not playing this game anymore. Mickey Mouse ass game. I'm not touching it anymore.
Like the reward you get for 100% is a low-key underwhelming.
What is it? I want to know now.
It's just boss endurance mode.
Oh my god.
And like compared to Nightmare in Dreamland, you get boss endurance after you complete the main story, even if you don't 100% the main game. It's
But
kind of
what do you get from 100%ing that game?
well, if you 100% the main game for the first time, you get the extra mode. If you 100% the extra mode, then you unlock Meta Nightmare. But Meta Nightmare is not required to be completed to get 100%.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, Meta Nightmare is essentially extra mode, but you play as Meta Knight instead. And he also plays a little differently compared to Kirby.
Yeah, that reminds me of Triple Deluxe. After you finish it, you can play DDD Tour.
Yeah,
And
DDD Tour is really
And I
fun.
think that's pretty. I think that's pretty amazing idea. You know, play as King DDD, but you know.
Yeah, I really like those kind of modes because you're still replaying a good portion of the main game, but you're playing as a different character who plays very differently compared to Kirby, so it still feels pretty fresh.
I think that's really unique, you know, because you get to play as a new character. Because you always fight those characters, you know. You always fight Meta Knight, you always fight King Dedede, and you're like, let me play once, and then you can only play them in Smash. That's pretty much it.
Yep. Like I know Superstar Ultra on the DS had also had a Meta Nightmare mode called Meta Nightmare Ultra, where you play through all of the main story levels of Superstar.
I was playing that, and I just finished Spring Breeze. I think that first one.
Yeah, and I think Meta Nightmare Ultra did it best, honestly. Even though I really like DDD Tour and Triple Deluxe, I think what helps sell Meta Nightmare Ultra for me is the fact that you can get additional power ups to be used on the touchscreen at any time.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, because like every enemy you defeat, you gain energy points, and if you save up enough energy points, you could use a certain power, like getting yourself a new helper, or getting yourself healing, or launch a screen nuke. I'm not even kidding.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
And it comes in key for the final boss of that game mode. I'll give it that. If you know, you know. But yeah, getting back to the direct here, as alongside The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom, there's also a special edition Nintendo Switch Lite that's gonna release alongside the game. It's so pretty, but it's a Switch Lite.
Yeah, I'm not really interested.
What?
yeah, I mean, it's always Nintendo just trying to clear their stock of Switch Lites.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
Like, oh, we painted it gold. Buy it, please.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Plus,
please buy this. It's gold and it has a little details. Please buy it. We need to sell
the
these.
color scheme is so good with the gold body and the black controls. It's so good. But it's a Switch Lite. And also, it's the only non-Pokemon edition Switch Lite so far. Which is crazy to think about. And that makes, how many Zelda edition Switches does that make now? 2? 3? Because I remember the Tears of the Kingdom edition we got last year.
3 then, because Breath of the Wild got 1 as well.
It did?
I think it did.
I don't remember hearing
Did it
about
not?
one. I don't think it did. Let me go check something here.
I swear I've seen one.
I don't think there was one.
Okay, never mind. It was just Tears of the Kingdom. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I
I'm
figured.
spreading misinformation.
Yeah, I figured because I remember all of us remember when Breath of the Wild and Switch were coming out, but there was no special edition for that because the game and the console were both just coming out. However, that hasn't stopped Nintendo from coming out with special editions of consoles that have yet to be released. Because I think back to the new 3DS XL when that was coming to North America. In addition to the standard red and black colors, they also had a Majora's Mask and the Monster Hunter edition to go alongside with it.
Oh, I remember that Majora's Mask one. I remember seeing that one.
It's honestly a really good design in my opinion. I really like the gold and black. The decals on the lid too is really nice. But at the same time, it's gold for Majora's Mask edition is a little weird to me.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of off. It looks nice, but it's off. For Majora's Mask, you would expect they would do that for like Ocarina of Time.
Exactly. And plus, there was an Ocarina of Time edition in 3DS back in 2011.
Like that game came out 2011.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's been 13 years.
Oh my god.
3D.
I think we're actually really reaching unk status. We're actually getting really old. I did not remember being 2011 because I know Majora's Mask was like 2014, 2015, around that area.
Majora's Mask was early 2015.
Yeah, it was around that area. So I thought like Ocarina of Time was like 2013. I didn't know it was 2011.
Nope, it was in the summer of 2011. I think it was before. I think it was right before the 3DS got its price cut from $250 to $170.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was like one of the few games Nintendo had that summer for that year, which is wild to think about. And like I had a friend that actually got the Ocarina of Time Edition 3DS for Christmas that year, and when we went back to school from winter break in January of 2012, he brought his 3DS to school and showed it to me and one of my other IRLs. It's such a good design.
Yeah, I feel like looking online, it doesn't really do much justice than looking in like IRL.
Absolutely. Like same goes for like the Solgaleo Manila Black new 3DS XL that I was showing earlier today.
Yeah, that one I've never seen in person.
I haven't seen it in person
nice.
either, but I've seen pictures, and even pictures don't do it justice. Even though it's not really a console that I want to own, just because that thing has a glossy finish, and it's gonna get marked up immediately.
That's true, yeah.
But it's still a good design. I'd rather just put a clear case on. But yeah, but I think one of the main reasons why they made this new Hyrule Edition Switch Lite is that, like Maury said, to clear out any further inventory for the Switch Lite.
Yeah, they're just trying to remove them all.
And also as a cheeky way of pushing more Switch hardware sales to try and push it to the top of best-selling consoles.
Yeah, I thought of the same thing. I'm like, I think like the fact they haven't announced like a Switch 2 yet is not only because they don't feel like they need to yet, but the fact that they want to push the Switch to be the most the higher selling console of all time. That's just what I feel like.
Yeah. It's kind of on track to do so, and I imagine that it's gonna get close regardless. Especially with
it's kind of funny enough because I feel a lot of they're like Nintendo doesn't really show they care, but like I know inside they're like they really care about it.
Yeah, exactly. Because when you look at like this their holiday lineup now with stuff like Mario and Luigi's Brothership, the Dragon Quest III remake, that even though that's third party, and a couple of other games are releasing that later in the fall, like Echoes of Wisdom, for example. They have a pretty strong holiday lineup.
Yeah, you also have Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah, Luigi's Mansion 2 is
coming out in July,
week.
I think.
It's later this week.
Oh, it's this week? Oh, really?
Yeah,
I thought it was July.
I thought it was July as well, to be honest, but no, it's near the end of June.
Well, at first, watching the direct, I thought it was gonna be just like Donkey Kong Country remake. They were gonna push it to 2025, which makes absolutely no sense.
Oh, man, that Mario Edition DSi XL is so pretty.
Yes, it has. And despite the fact that I've had it for well over a decade, it's somehow in. I know it's not around.
Yeah,
I was going to say it's a better condition than my 3DSP Switch Lite, but it's not. I thought it was, but it top scratch and stuff. Alright.
Oh my god.
I actually, I someone I knew had that exact DSi XL back in the day. Actually, so
Yeah,
it was actually
yeah,
that was my first exposure to the DSi XL. Funny enough.
same here actually. But yeah, I think they had one of the more common limited edition ones because
Absolutely.
it's a lot cheaper than like any other limited edition that I've seen.
Yeah, it was a very common one because yeah, I've seen a couple of those out in the wild as well. Plus, that came bundled with Mario Kart DS, I think.
I did not. I have never owned Mario Kart DS, so either that was not a thing here, or I just or my mother got this like second hand.
But it's such a pretty design. I love the red and black on it. It's so good.
Yeah, yeah. I've been wanting to play it, to play stuff on it, and recently because it's so good. And is this bigger than the 3DS XL?
It is bigger.
Yeah, because it feels bigger and kind of better in my hand than the new 3DS XL.
Yeah, I love the DSi XL. It's neck and neck with the DS Lite for my favorite model of the DS. Plus, the DS games look incredible on that thing. Way better than any 3DS.
If it had a GBA slot, it would literally be the perfect DS, I think. But it doesn't. So
Yeah, like the fact that it doesn't have backwards compatibility with the GBA is really the only thing that I hate about it.
yeah, why would they get rid of that? I don't get that.
The only thing I can think of is, prior to the DSi coming out, Nintendo had discontinued the GBA in 2007, and the DSi were released in Japan in 2008. But, like, I feel like they could have at least... They probably still had enough GBA cartridge readers in stock to put in the DSi. If anything, they probably could have just reused the DS Lite GBA slot for all we care about in the original DSi, and used a full-size one for the DSi XL. It's got because I'm pretty sure it has the space for it. If not, then I stand corrected. But
They're probably just lazy. Let's be honest.
like, plus, like, I think the other thing is, Nintendo really wanted to push DSiWare, since that was a big thing that they were pushing when the DSi came out in 2008 and 2009. And like when that was coming out, a lot of people thought that it was going to be like, oh, Virtual Console on DSi. Because, it would make sense for them to, like, if you're going to remove something, then you're probably going to sell the solution afterward, but they didn't do that here. So, and since some DS games require the GBA slot for certain accessories to be used, so that made some games unplayable on the DSi and DSi XL.
That's a thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
There was a Guitar Hero game for the DS that had a grip extension that plugged into the GBA slot.
I never knew that was a thing. What?
Yeah.
But also, the Gen 4 Pokemon games.
Yeah, the migration feature was not possible.
Yes, if you put a GBA Pokemon game in the GBA slot of the DS Lite or the OGDS, I guess, but I've never used that. Then certain Pokemon would appear.
Yeah.
I knew about that, but I didn't know like some games required you to put something on the GBA slot.
Yeah,
to actually play it.
Yeah, Guitar Hero is the only one that I know of that requires an accessory. There were some
And that's
other
insane.
there were some other smaller games for the OGDS that required the GBA slot, and some of them aren't even games at all, like the DS browser. And there was this one game, I forgot what it was called, but it had a camera that plugged into the GBA slot. I don't remember what it was though.
Wait, the DS browser required the GBA slot?
Yeah, for the expansion pack.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because by default, out of the box, the original DS and DS Lite did not have enough internal memory to run a web browser.
And now,
That's insane.
It only had like
yeah.
it only had like 4 or 6 megabytes of RAM, and the expansion pack like doubled that, I think, to around like 8 or 12 megs.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And
now even with the browser and expansion pack, it does not have enough memory to run any modern websites.
I mean, that same goes for a lot of other devices from that time period.
I know, it's just very funny.
Yeah, like the DSi browser is also outdated and unusable, and kind of the same goes for the 3DS browser as well, although it's still kind of usable on certain sites. You just gotta have a lot of patience to get that to work.
Yeah.
It's just kind of funny to me, but also the DS also had a Rumble pack as well that you could use for certain games, and you couldn't.
Oh, I knew about that one.
Yeah, everyone knew it.
Yeah, the only game that I knew that uses it is Sonic and Sega All Stars Racing. And
wasn't there like I remember there's like a Pokemon game where like it's just typing and there was like
one Pokemon typing
feature.
adventure.
Yeah, that was like a actual like thing that required you to play. It was like a key.
Yeah.
like a
Yeah,
natural
it
keyboard.
came with the keyboard, and it actually connected to the
Yeah.
keyboard through Bluetooth. Nintendo actually did it.
Wait, Bluetooth?
Yeah, they put a Bluetooth chip inside the cartridge itself.
Oh my god, I'm getting more and more impressed.
Right, I need to look this up.
I actually never knew.
Fine.
I knew that. I thought like the keyboard was just it was just a you would like hook it up to the GBA slot somehow. I didn't know it was
not.
in the cartridge.
Yeah, it was not an external receiver. It was a Bluetooth chip inside the cartridge itself.
Okay, Pokemon Typing Adventure with the keyboard at £65.
Holy shit!
Still,
Alright. I want to see how much the keyboard is by itself, though.
It's probably not that much cheaper.
Probably not. The Donkey Konga bongos are generally £18, but Donkey Konga with the bongos is like £20. It's probably not much, so it's probably definitely not much cheaper. Alright, let me see if I can find it. Pokemon Typing Adventure keyboard.
the keyboard is actually pretty big. That's insane.
Yeah, it's like
it's just a fucking Bluetooth keyboard. I used to have one. It's a keyboard.
it's like the size of a keyboard you would find at like a laptop.
Yeah, I cannot find the keyboard by itself. I did find a Japanese version of the game though.
Yeah, I'm looking on eBay see if I find the Japanese version is 75ish, and I found one English one, $280.
Holy shit!
Yeah, I'm not looking on eBay.
And I think that's just it's sealed. That's probably why.
Oh, that explains a lot. 'Cause you got the game, you got the keyboard, and you got the stand. And
it's brand new.
Yeah,
that's insane.
Yeah, it also comes with a stand to prop your DS up so you can see both screens while playing.
Wow. I'm putting in non-voice.
Yeah, I will never understand why that game never came to North America, even though it's fully in English, complete with a US layout.
Yeah, I saw like loads of ads for it, like when it was coming out, and I was like, that looks boring. And now I agree, it still looks boring. But I want it for the novelty of owning it because it's a Pokemon game.
Okay, but the music in that game is a bop for no reason.
I remember seeing it a lot as a kid on like YouTube. I don't know how it kept popping up on my feed. Probably because I watched one and then it just kept opening the gates of hell. But I was like, this is actually so cool. But
Yeah, I've watched speedruns of the game, and they're what you would expect. They're like very short, but
Jesus
they
Christ.
exist.
Who speedruns a typing game?
I mean,
For
there's
me.
speed. If it's a game, there's a speed run for it.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
Look, the Spanish version's really cheap.
Make it make sense.
18 quid. Oh my god.
That's insane.
Yeah, I'd buy that. That's probably a game I would probably understand because it's in Spanish. I can probably understand it.
God,
I'm not spending 280 on a brand new one.
no, that's just unreasonable. Yeah, getting back to the Nintendo Direct again, because we keep getting sidetracked here.
We keep getting sidetracked, but they're good talks. Let's be honest.
Absolutely, like a couple of other notable games that would the Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake. What a terrible name! What an amazing looking game! And that's coming out this November with remakes of the first two games coming next year as well. And I was like, when I was watching the Direct, I was like, wait, why aren't they remaking Dragon Quest 3 first and then releasing remakes of the first two games after that? But it was literally explained like a couple minutes later that chronologically in the timeline, the events of 3 come first and then the first two games.
Yep. Because I think is, if I remember correctly, because I only played 3, I think it's just the same character.
Yeah, because
it's the same protagonist.
Yeah, they literally say it's they literally acknowledge it as the Erdrick trilogy. But like the game looks stunning. Like I will never grow tired of the HD 2D art style, to be honest.
Yeah, it looks amazing. Like it's really, really visually appealing.
Absolutely. Plus, it's just gonna age so much more gracefully too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna draw a lot of more attention. More people might just play this one because they saw the original one. They're like, I don't want to play this.
Yeah. I want to play more Dragon Quest games, to be honest. They look like a lot of fun. And they're like the RPGs to play at some point in your life.
Yeah, and it's really funny because they're like huge in Japan. They're like really big.
They are huge over there.
They're like really, really popular. They're like one of the biggest RPGs, and they're like really old as well. So yeah, that's why they got history.
They're like the JRPG. So like everyone owes to play it at some point in their life.
Yeah, like basically like Dragon Quest is like one of the most like revolutionary like JRPGs in Japan, just because of the fact that it was like one of the first one and the first biggest one out there, and it just kind of like brought out a lot of different JRPGs that we have nowadays.
Absolutely. Like one could argue that it's like the grandfather of all JRPGs for that matter.
Without Dragon Quest, there's no Pokemon. That's like a provable fact because like
yep, exactly.
Pokemon was like directly inspired by Dragon Quest. Like wouldn't have a lot of leaving the designs of the Pokemon without Dragon Quest. Hell, without Dragon Quest, you wouldn't have Dragon Ball.
Right.
That is true. Because
Toriyama worked on that too.
Toriyama worked on Dragon Quest. The late Toriyama. Rest in peace.
Yeah, like Dragon Quest is easily top 5 most influential games of all time, I think.
Yeah, it's like really influential. Mm-hmm. And the fact that it's like really, really big in Japan to this day.
Yeah.
Yep. Because like I remember when Dragon Quest 11 was coming to Switch, they were pushing it a lot in like Nintendo Directs, and there was a demo for it too that I tried out, and I really liked the demo, so that's why I got the Switch version, and I still haven't played it.
And the fact that Hero also got in Smash.
Yeah, Hero also got in Smash as well.
And it's like, if you really think about it, it's not a big surprise just for the fact that it's really huge in Japan.
Yeah, it's like one of the most iconic game series of all time.
Kyle.
What?
If you like turn-based RPGs, play Octopath Traveler and its sequel. I will never stop harping on about those games. They're great. Please play them. I need more people. I need more people to play them. The only person I know who's played them is Rose.
Yeah, I have so many RPGs to get around to playing. I'm kind of taking a break from them at the moment because I kind of got burned out from RPGs earlier in the year. So I'm kind of spacing now with like platformers and whatnot. Like I finished
Did
Yoshi.
you burn yourself out with Pokemon because that's RPGs?
Maybe. Because like I after I finished my replay of Pokemon Y, I went back to finishing Yoshi's Crafted World, and I was also working on my second playthrough of Cassette Beasts at the same time. And eventually, I got a physical copy of Pushing Yoshi's Woolly World for the 3DS, so I was like, "Fuck it, I'll commit to a replay of that." So I finished Pokemon Y first, then Yoshi's Crafted World, then Cassette Beasts, and nearly done with Woolly World. So I'm likely gonna go to either Super Mario RPG or Paper Mario 1000 New Door after that, and then maybe Princess Peach Showtime. But I really want to get around to playing Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga at some point too, to prepare for Brothership.
I have yet to finish a Princess Peach Showtime. It's a really good game from what I played so far, but good damn lord, it has so many frame drops. It's putting me away. Like it's kind of annoying me.
Yikes! I mean, you're still doing better than me because I have yet to start Princess Peach Showtime. Like, and I really liked the demo too, so I really wanted to play it.
It's a really good game. From what I played, I had a lot of fun, but the frame drops kind of got me.
It looks really fun. And I'm glad that Peach finally got her own game again after so long since Super Princess Peach on the DS.
Yeah, that game is £38 at 6.
Holy
Why?
shit!
£38? Oh my god!
It has been there for months.
Jesus Christ!
Sitting
Nobody
there
tried to
on
buy
the
that.
shelf. Nobody's gonna buy it because it's Super Princess Peach. Nobody wants to play that game.
It's a good game, but I don't think nowadays it's worth £38. That's an insanity.
That's kind of hilarious. Not gonna lie. Like it's priced
The
that high.
max, I think the max I would drop for it would be like 12. That's the max.
I would drop maybe 20 at most.
Yeah, I kind of agree with 20 to be honest.
I would go there and negotiate. I'd be like, how about 12 and a bag of Lay's? Deal? I'll try to make a deal. Yeah, but talking about RPGs, Final Fantasy, that's a series I've been trying to get back on. Try to play some new games of the series that I have not played. I played, obviously, 7, which is the biggest one. And then there's, I played, I think, I'm trying to remember, there's one for the PS2 I had. I think 10? It was like, yes, 10. I was trying to remember if it was 9 or 10. I played 10.
Yeah, because there's 10, and then there's 10-2, which is a very confusing title.
Yeah.
And then I have one of my friends. They went nuts over 10-2 when I was when we were younger. That was like I don't think that they ever finished it, but they loved it.
And then there's Final Fantasy VIII and Final Fantasy IX. Those games are really good that I want to play. And then some random ass Final Fantasy games for the handhelds, which is also appealing. And I also want to play Fire Emblem because I have Fire Emblem Fate. I think I have. Oh wait, no, I have Awakening on the 3DS, and I want to play that. I have not played.
Nice. Yeah, I want to play. I now own Final Fantasy 3 for the DS.
Oh, you should definitely play that then.
Yeah, I'm going to play that at some point, but yeah.
Final Fantasy is another series I need to put more time into because I have 7 and 10 2 HD remaster on Switch, but I haven't finished.
7 is amazing. I feel like if you're a gamer, you must at least try to play it once because 7 is just a mind-blowing game. It just changes lives.
Yeah, 7 has intrigued me for so long, especially after Cloud got added to Smash 4. I've been wanting to try it for a while, and when I saw that it was being ported to Switch, and I'm like, this is my time to play it. And I might restart my playthrough because I had been playing on God mode for basically the entire game.
Bruh.
You have just reminded me of shirtless Sephiroth.
Yeah, I barely put any time into Final Fantasy X though, but I think I want to play 7 first so I can get that out of the way. And again, I have so many RPGs to play it, and I want to space them out more.
Yeah, I also want to sometime get my hands on Fire Emblem Fates, which looks really appealing as well, and probably not, but probably Fire Emblem Three Houses because I've not played that yet.
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
what? You haven't played Three Houses?
No.
Oh my god. I would not expect to have played more Three Houses than you. What the fuck?
I mean, it's because the only the only Fire Emblem game I've actually played is Fire Emblem, which is the one with Roy and Lynn. That's the only one I've played.
Huh.
I mean,
I know a lot about Fire Emblem, but I've never owned apart from Fire Emblem for the GBA.
Yeah, I won that game like really bad. But I don't have it. Yeah, I actually never finished Three Houses.
Bruh.
I got don't rob me. I got to the final battle and I got stuck, and then I don't know what happened, right? But like maybe the cartridge got too hot, like in the jam jar, or something. I don't know. But both my Fire Emblem Three Houses cart and my Octopath Traveler 1 carts just stopped working.
Oh my god.
Welp.
And so I think because like the jam jar was like in direct view of the sun. I think it might have just been. I think it might have just been that like
Overheated
sun-
maybe, and then, like melted
sun-
something.
yeah.
Oh
And
no.
I think those two cartridges were the only things. They were the only casualties in like from that. I think, but and it's a shame because I loved Octopath 1 and I loved Three Houses, and I just stopped playing because I got stuck in the final battle. But and so I can't finish it unless I buy more Three Houses again.
Well.
Yeah. And it's just that really upset me at the time.
Yeah, I imagine.
Yeah. The only other cartridge I've had ever stop working was the cartridge of Shield that I got entirely using gift cards that I got for free, and I was really excited about that. And then I left it on like my bedside table. Apparently, while I was then like I left for a while. When I come back, Skelf had like knocked it over and started chewing on it.
I
And so
remember
that
you
cartridge
talking
was
about
gone.
that.
Oh no.
So,
I
so
remember
had
that.
yeah, so I had to go out and buy a second copy using actual money this time and not just pure gift cards, which is a shame because getting a game with only gift card is a massive brag, and Skelf ruined that.
Damn it, Skelf.
No.
And
I have a
so-
funny story regarding you because
Yeah.
back in Brazil, my dog, when I had a dog there, I don't know how, but somehow he managed to chew on my DS. So
What the frick?
my right bumper was all chewed up, and I'm like,
Oh,
what?
no.
How did he get my DS and chew on it? To this day, I still don't know how he reached because it was like high on the shelf. I don't know how it probably fell or something, and he just chewed on it. I'm like, oh my god.
Don't underestimate those peppers. They can find a way.
Yeah,
And then I had a chewed DS. It's still there.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, honestly, I'm still shocked that Skelf chewed my game because, like, by that point, Skelf didn't really chew on stuff. Like, sure, he was a puppy, but he'd sort of gotten past the teething stage. So I didn't really expect him to just randomly chew a game. Then he did.
Oh my god.
Uh,
But going back to the Nintendo Direct, because one of the most out there announcements by a long shot for me was the basketball update for Nintendo Switch Sports. Like,
Oh yeah.
what?
I was just like, oh yeah, that exists, and then didn't care anymore.
I feel like everyone was like, "This game is dead," and then this game just comes out of nowhere with basketball.
Apparently it sold really well though, which
Yeah, it
is
did.
surprising.
I think it did so. I remember I pre-ordered it, but I canceled the pre-order because then I was like, I actually not really interested in this game, so I canceled my pre-order.
I was interested in it because I've been begging for Switch Sports, but then they showed gameplay of it, and there was no Mii's, and all of a sudden I was no longer interested in it.
After I canceled my pre-order, and then like after the game came out, I was like, maybe I'll get it. And then I saw a couple gameplays. I was like, oh, okay, that's not it.
Yeah, I just wanted Wii Sports, but for the Switch. Actually, why the fuck haven't they ported that yet?
Well, you can't really do that without rebranding it somehow, because the it's so integral with the Wii as a brand.
I'm sorry. Isn't there a game called New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe?
Okay, fair boy. That's a
okay.
yeah.
I
Okay,
think she
okay. You got
there.
me there. You got me there. Case in point.
Yeah, I guess you have no counterplay now.
Yeah, I don't, because you can't counter that.
I mean, but let's be honest. Like,
Hell.
New Super Mario Bros. U is kind of bad.
I mean, it's whatever, but like, hell,
I think the best thing to come out is the crown, right? The crown power up.
oh, the Switch port for Peach Jet,
Yeah.
which
That's
gave
the best
birth to
thing
the
to come out.
Bowser meme. Holy shit!
Awooga.
But I actually just remember, because when they revealed Nintendo Switch Sports, they literally said that it's a new entry in the Wii Sports series.
Yeah,
even though
new
it's not
and
actually
worse
called,
entry.
even though it's not actually called Wii Sports.
Yeah, also,
Switch. It's because they
there is
switched.
no-
Oh.
Also,
Okay, sorry.
there's no Wii Sports without Mii, so you cannot call that an entry in the Wii Sports series if there's no Mii's.
I mean,
Yeah, that is a good point.
you can still play as a Mii. They're just not there by default.
Huh?
Yeah, you can play as a Mii in Switch Sports.
Wait, really?
Yes.
I thought it was not possible.
Nope, you're not locked.
So did I.
You're not locked into the sports mates. You can play as a Mii.
Oh wow. Well, the more you know.
Kyle, you may have just convinced me to get out of the game. The Mii's were the only thing that holding me back. Okay.
Okay, maybe it's time to get the game. Yeah, let's get the game. Maybe the game is actually good.
And it's actually getting new content.
Yeah, we get to play basketball. Let's go, Stephen Curry for 3.
Oh my god. But like, they didn't shadow drop the basketball update, even though it's just an update, and they're saying it's just coming summer 2024.
Yeah, why the fuck is it not now? That makes zero sense.
Like, even the fucking golf update was delayed by a significant margin when that was coming. Because at first they wanted to push that for like fall 2022, but it got delayed to winter
That's insane.
for fucking golf.
I think it's kind of funny
Yeah.
because when they announced the basketball thing, I was sure they were gonna like, oh, okay, you gotta pay a fee of like $15 to play this, and then
Honestly,
like, oh no, free update. I was like, oh wow.
Honestly, I'm glad it's not paid DLC, to be honest. That would have made it sting more. But like,
I thought
show
it would be hilarious if they just made it paid.
show it after the Switch Sports update. They revealed another sports game, but this one was fucking Looney Tunes, and it looks like dog shit.
Yeah, that game looked really bad.
Like the graphics look bad, and the voice line they had for Porky at the end of the segment was like, how?
Yeah, I was watching that and I honestly wanted to cry. I was like, I can't believe I'm seeing this.
Yeah, it's why. It was probably the weakest game by far shown in this direct.
Yeah, you can't forget about the random ass Square Enix game they're making.
Which one?
I don't even know. I don't even remember the name of it. There's like a couple. There was like 2 or 3, I think.
Okay, so there
So
was
we
one
got
that was-
so we have Romancing Saga 2, and
that's not random. That's like Saga was like one of the first JRPGs, I think. So
and also
that's kind of yeah.
Then you're probably thinking about Fantasian, I think.
Yeah, Fantasian, right? So Fantasian, that's actually a game that until now.
It was launched. It was stuck on Apple Arcade.
God damn it, Kyle!
And same
That's
goes
what I was gonna say.
for Hello Kitty Big City, Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
Yes, I know. Kyle, you had to drop me there. God damn it!
Oh my god. But like, I think it's so funny because Square Enix thinks I care about these games. No, I only care about Kingdom Hearts 4. Please work on that. I don't want to see no other JRPG you're cooking. You're trying to cook. It's not gonna come out good. Just give me KH4.
And also in that direct was a new Mario Party with Super Mario Party Jamboree.
Oh my god, yeah, we gotta talk about that because at first I thought it was like it was gonna be like paid DLC.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
If they
And then
painted
it's like-
as like they painted as like paid DLC because like it's like Super Mario Party, like the same title, and then it was just added name to it. It was like new boards and new characters, so I just thought it was paid DLC.
But no, it's a completely new game. And this one's getting very, very ambitious. It's got 5 new original boards, 2 returning boards with Mario's Rainbow Castle and Western Land. And
Yeah, they got like from Mario Party 1 and 2, right?
yes, Mario's Rainbow Castle from Mario Party 1 and Western Lands from Mario Party 2. And they have over 110 mini-games in this game.
Yeah. I am convinced that the Cupathlon is going to run like shit.
Like, I just... Like, they didn't mention this in the direct for some reason, but fortunately, this game is not Joy-Con only like the first Super Mario Party.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
The first one was only Joy-Con?
Yeah, the first Super Mario Party you only played with one single Joy-Con. There was no Pro Controller support.
That's insane.
Luckily, Jamboree is going to have Pro Controller support.
Alright, that's good. But also, like, the Cupathlon, 20 players online.
Oh yeah, no, I saw that.
That's gonna fucking explode your Switch.
Your Switch about to like, he's gonna be like a old ass PS4, like acting like a plane engine. It's just gonna be like, it's about to take flight. I imagine like as soon as you boot up that 20 player mode, you just flip it, crack on an egg on top of it, and you just start frying eggs.
Like I just hope that the online also has like traditional party mode like we had in Mario Party Superstars. Because like the Cupathlon sounds cool, but yeah, I want a more traditional online party mode.
Yeah, fair enough.
And I just hope this game is good. Because it's so ambitious with what they're doing here. And I hope the ambition pays off because Super Mario Party was okay. Like, it was definitely a good return to form after the last couple of Mario Parties, which were absolute dog shit. And Mario Party Superstars was also really good too, even though it was mostly just legacy stuff. So, Jamboree is, I really want this to be, I just hope this is good, man.
I mean...
It looks promising. It looks promising.
Yeah.
It looks promising, yeah. But I guess I feel like for now we can't really like have an opinion like from just images, because sometimes you can like tell it from like images and footage. But
Yeah,
most of some games you can only tell by playing or watching.
exactly. And this game's not coming out till October. A couple other games to know. Like a Horizon Adventures is coming to Switch, even though the Horizon games are not on Switch, which is so random to me. Oh, and also, that game's not coming to Xbox either, which is so stupid.
Wait.
It's because it's
a PlayStation property.
Yeah, it's PlayStation
Yeah, but
exclusive.
yeah, PlayStation, but it's come to Switch, but not Xbox.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
Sony
fucking weird.
Sony are more friends with Nintendo than Microsoft, I guess.
Hmm.
It's kind of weird as well because Persona recently just got into Xbox, so like, I mean, maybe they don't want it for it to be on the Xbox. I don't know.
Who knows?
I'm just confused as to why it's not a fucking PlayStation exclusive. Like, PlayStation making a game not just for themselves is really weird to me.
I think it's just because it's a Lego game, and those are
Yeah.
way easier to run on Switch than like a proper Horizon game, which are. There's no way a proper Horizon game would not run on Switch without being a cloud version.
It would
Not
actually
one
explode.
chance.
It would be like a Samsung Galaxy Note. It would
Oh
just
my god!
It would turn into a C4.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ!
I mean, like, the Switch couldn't run fucking Arkham City, and that came out for the 360.
Oh my god!
It's like if it can't run that, then it definitely cannot run Horizon.
Yeah. Oh god,
Yeah.
how the fuck could it not run Arkham City?
I could just imagine, like, as soon as you boot up the game, the Horizon on the Switch, like the fans are gonna start working like 24/7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start working overtime and still explode.
Mm-hmm. But moving past that, as we had an Ace Attorney Investigations collection, which includes the second game that didn't release outside Japan, so that's exciting for all you Ace Attorney.
Yes. The second game had only been localized by a fan translation before.
Yep.
So it's like Mother 3.
Yes, and now the Ace Attorney fans who have played the fan translation are
Can
all
play the
going to
official.
have to learn the new names for the for the character.
It's like that one meme that goes around on NBA Twitter. It's like, hey, you better learn Chinese, buddy.
Oh my god.
That's that. I mean, it's really nice to see like a game only in Japan come out, because Nintendo really gave us the middle finger with Mother 3, putting on the Game Boy on the Game Boy online, and they just put it in Japan. That's a big middle finger.
Yeah. And conversely, a lot of like icons that you could get from Mother 3 on NSO, those are only in Japan as well.
They're locking down everything. Everything stay in Japan. Goddamn.
Some of the other games include a Marvel vs. Capcom fighting collection, and
Yes. Yeah. No.
That is sick. That is sick. Actually, yeah.
Do not skip over that. That is a very important collection, Kyle.
Yeah,
Yep.
it is a very impactful collection.
I'm pretty sure one of those games. I'm not sure which one was only available like in Japan beforehand. So like,
I think it's the Punisher,
are-
if memory serves me right.
really?
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Well. Yeah. Ace Attorney fans got their Mother 3. Marvel vs. Capcom fans got their Mother 3. Metroid fans got their Mother 3.
Mother fans
Mario and Luigi
ain't
fans
getting
got their
Mother 3.
Yeah.
Mother 3
All of
fans,
it. They're not even getting. It's funny because Mother fans are not even getting breadcrumbs. Nothing.
Yeah.
They're starving. They're starving.
Yeah. And then you have Silk Song believers who are just
I'm like,
They
people
are
who
so
believe
suckers.
Silk Song is gonna come to the Switch, like just pack it up. They're not gonna do it. Every single direct, they're like, okay, like direct announce, and then like the Silk Song believers like, oh, make your predictions, and they're like, oh, Silk Song.
Yep. You see it on Twitter all the freaking time. Whenever a new direct comes out.
I swear, at this point, it's more likely for Mother 3 to be translated into English than Silk Song.
I would laugh my ass off if that happens.
Oh,
I would actually burst out laughing if that happens.
It's most likely at this moment. Like, seriously.
Honestly, yeah, you'd be right. But, moving past that, let's get one of the other bad games out of the way. Fun Confusion. I forgot this game was a thing prior to this direct.
I mean, we got Freddy. We got Freddy cameo.
I couldn't. Yeah, I did not.
We got Freddy cameo.
Yes, we do. That game, God, it looks. Not only does it look like an awful game, it looks like the Switch makes it worse somehow.
Yeah, the Switch version just looks absolutely terrible.
I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, that game looks pretty shit.
Like you can see the low poly models. You can see the lag. Like
you can
awful.
feel the frame drops just from your screen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can smell the frame drops already.
Yeah. Yep. It looks really funny.
It looks so hilariously bad.
Yeah. There's Just Dance 2024, of course.
2025.
Let's go, Just Dance.
Wait, 2025?
Yep.
But it's 2024. I thought.
It's like FIFA, you know, where they're like, oh, it's 2024. It's like the next one, which is gonna be actually EAFC. Sorry, EAFC.
Oh
25.
right, the FIFA license got dropped. I think, right?
Yeah, they got license dropped. Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not FIFA anymore. It's just EA Sports Football Club 25.
Oh no!
Yeah, the latest one with the FIFA 23 was the last one with the FIFA name, and then the next one was EA, and then this one is EAFC 24, which sounds awful.
Oh no, that's tragic. Is someone else making new FIFA games then?
I have no idea, to be honest.
No, I don't think so. They just they're like they just dropped the partnership.
Oh my god.
Well, like EA Sports are gonna still make FIFA. Like, well, I can't even say FIFA anymore because they're not even FIFA now. Well, EAFC, they're still gonna be making football games, just without FIFA name.
EAFC does not roll off the tongue better. It rolls
it's
off the tongue
bad.
worse than
It's
FIFA.
so bad. Like FIFA is just FIFA, you know, much better.
It rolls off the tongue
Then
way better than
EAFC.
EAFC.
Nobody is gonna say EA. Like a lot of people.
A lot of people are still gonna call it FIFA, even though it's not officially called FIFA anymore. It's hilarious.
Holy shit.
You looking it up yourself, Maury?
Hold on, be right back.
Okay. Oh, honey!
Hi.
Oh,
Oh, I mean, lost
Are
right.
you guys still recording?
Yeah, we're still recording.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we're
cool.
around an hour and a half in.
okay.
Sweet.
What are you guys talking about?
We're recapping the direct and keep getting sidetracked.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, we were just talking about some of the big games and then getting sidetracked to some of the third-party stuff and getting going to tangents about that.
Gotcha. Okay.
did you know that the FIFA games are dead?
They are? I mean, I don't
Yeah.
keep up with them. I don't keep up with them, so I wouldn't know.
No, neither did I. Like that's how I just found out just now.
What?
Like,
So I was in a call. My mom called.
It's okay.
I'm grounded. I'm grounded. No, I'm not.
We're still talking about how FIFA's dead, apparently.
Oh yeah, the FIFA like EA Sports football game. It doesn't have FIFA name anymore. It's
yeah,
canceled.
it's called EAFC
EAFC.
now.
That's
because
okay. That's a weird decision.
it's not a decision. Like they failed to make a license deal.
Yeah, they didn't like renew the
Oh, that's
licensing.
what it
So
is.
yeah, they didn't renew
So
a
like,
license.
yeah,
So it's just
Got
shit
it.
name now. They couldn't even get creative. They just said EA Football Club and then call it a day.
yeah.
It's so bad.
Do they still have like all the real teams then, or have they made up fake teams or something?
No, they still have, because when it comes to that type of stuff, it's usually with the league itself that has like the
Yeah.
licensing. So like some leagues don't have licensing
Oh, okay.
like, and there's teams as well, because some teams they have license with eFootball, which was PES, like Juventus from Italy. So like,
Yeah.
but nowadays they're back in FIFA. But a couple
Okay.
FIFAs ago, they didn't. They were like a generic team.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
And this is where you start to lose me because I don't play FIFA.
I mean, I don't play FIFA either, but like, I have friends that do, so I'm like, I know something, and I'm kind of curious.
Yeah, I used to play a lot of FIFA, but nowadays I kind of stopped because it started getting repetitive. I mean, it was always repetitive, but the
Yeah.
element of like playing with new teams was fun. But nowadays it's kind of shit.
Yeah, fair. But yeah,
Yeah.
So honey, what did you think about this direct?
I mean, I thought it was pretty good. I saw it very late though, like when I got back home, like around 7 or 8. But it was pretty good. I liked what they revealed.
Which game would you say was your favorite reveal then?
Um,
Zelda.
yeah, definitely. Probably Zelda and the new Super Mario. I mean, the Mario Party one.
Oh yeah, Super Mario Party Jamboree. That one looks great. It's a very ambitious looking game, and I hope it pays off.
Yeah.
Fingers are really crossed here. But I think for me, my favorite game shown here was definitely Mario and Luigi Brothership. But that was such a pleasant surprise for a lot of people. Because we were just so unsure about the fate of the series after the original dev team of Alpha Dream went bankrupt in 2019.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know the background.
Yeah, I didn't even know that the dev team had gone bankrupt till like a few days ago when the direct happened. So
Yeah.
Yeah, because like the last game that Alpha Dream worked on before they went bankrupt was fucking Mario and Sonic at the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games.
That's hilarious. It's hilarious.
Is that
Yeah.
why we're not getting a Mario and Sonic game this year?
I don't
No,
know.
I don't think that's why. But I'm really mad we didn't get a 2024 one.
Blame Sega for
Yeah.
that Mickey Mouse ass company.
Well, it's funny as well because there's also the Winter Olympics ones, and the last one was 2014. We didn't get 2018
yeah,
and 2022.
I forgot.
2014 was in Sochi, Russia, and then 2018 was in Pyeongchang, South Korea, and then 2022 was, I think, Beijing.
That's so weird.
Yeah,
So,
and like more funny enough, like the 2014 one is only for the Wii U, which is bad. We need it for the Wii as well.
Anyway,
Hmm.
but yeah, I can't help but laugh when the Among Us segment came on for the direct because it was freaking Among Us that leaked the date for the direct.
Among Us acting kind of sus. Hold on.
Yeah, because like they uploaded a trailer for a new Rolls trailer that went up too early, and it included the release date, and many thought that was going to be the date for the direct, and it ended up being so.
It's so funny to say that Among Us leaked the direct. You know, it doesn't sound real.
It happened though. It definitely happened, and that was the only Among Us content that we got. It was just 3 new roles.
The updates for it looked pretty good.
Yeah, I was playing around with it a little bit. I only had one game where I got one of the new roles though, but it was all right.
I'm gonna be honest. I have not played Among Us since probably quarantine.
Yeah, same. I haven't played it for like 2 or 3 years, probably longer than that.
Yeah, because like
last time Last time I played it was the last time I played it with yous.
Oh right,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Yes, yeah, same.
Oh, I think the last time I actually played it was when I got my Series X, and I didn't know that Among Us was there, so I played one game.
That's hilarious. Because the new roles that were there were the noisemaker, which alerts crewmates when they die, the tracker, which allows you to track another player, and the phantom, which is an imposter role, allows you to go invisible. Although what's weird about the phantom is that you cannot kill while you're invisible. You can vent while you're invisible, but you cannot kill while invisible.
Red vented.
Well, I imagine you would use that after you kill somebody.
Yeah, like that's the idea, but like when I think of being able to go invisible, like granted, this is because I've watched too much modded Among Us. But like when I think of roles that way you go invisible, I immediately think, oh, I can get a stealthy kill without and like actually get a blatant open kill without anyone else seeing me. But
Yeah,
no,
but if you go in for, let's say you go in for a kill and someone's like in your vicinity, you can quickly like, I don't know, switch on your phantom role and then prevent them from seeing you so that you can go vent or something.
well, the problem is there's an animation that plays when you turn invisible and return.
Oh.
And in one of my first games with the new update, I caught someone going invisible just outside of my vision.
Among Us.
And I was like, wait, was that for the Phantom or did someone shapeshift? Because I saw it and I didn't see the player fully, but I saw the animation, so I'm like, oh god, did I catch someone red-handed?
Got it. Okay.
But yeah, and we had our farming game for this direct with Farmagia.
Of course we have. We always have a farming game somehow, some way.
And like
Really
the funny thing is, it's a freaking farming monster collector RPG. And like how many of
it's
those
so funny.
how many of those do we have on Switch already? Like
Isn't that the? Isn't that
Don't
the?
forget it's the don't forget the elements where they have Pikmin combat.
yeah, like it's a weird looking game, but not gonna lie, I like the creature designs from that game. They look good.
Isn't that the game that that has fairy tale characters?
It looks like Fairy Tail.
I think it's actually the same character designer actually.
No, I think no. I think it is the actual characters. No.
No, it's not.
No,
It's not the same
no,
characters. It's the same art style, but not,
Yeah, you're like it's the same character designer, but it's not the same characters. You're thinking of the game Fairy Tail 2 that was also.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm.
Yeah,
thinking.
Fairy Tail 2 was shown off early in the
I
direct.
remember just seeing like the fairy tale characters in the direct. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Funny enough,
Yeah.
Funny enough, Fairy Tail 2 immediately followed Mario and Luigi Brothership.
Yeah, you know, it's a Mickey Mouse game.
And the last couple games that we had yet to mention are Mia Memories in Orbit, which looks to be a Metroidvania, and then a Lord of the Rings game, and then a new Phantom Brave.
Yeah, Mio looks gorgeous.
I love the art style from Mia. It looks so good.
Wait,
Yeah.
which game is that?
It was the 2D platformer that it looks like a Metroidvania.
There was a lot of 2D platformers. I don't remember.
No, there wasn't.
I don't remember. I genuinely don't remember.
Ow.
It was what? It was one with the little robot thing that climbed.
Oh,
using,
like with the
spider hair.
electricity thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's really nice.
Yeah, I love the graphics of that one. It looks really good. Although Phantom Brave, really cute looking game, shit frame rate. Oh my god, it did not perform that well in the trailers.
Well, I mean, it's the Switch. What do you expect?
But I feel like that's the kind of game that will run well on the Switch because it's not realistic graphics. It doesn't look to be that demanding, but I guess
you're never safe with the Switch. I think the only thing that's 60 FPS is probably calculator.
Probably, but like, and apparently it's coming to other platforms as well. As turns out, I found out it's coming to PS5 as well. And the last game that and the last couple of games we didn't talk about were the Hardin line, which comes from the people behind Danganronpa, Darkest Dungeon 2, and an update for Disney Illusion Island, and that, and then also Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. I guess we'll mention that, and Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, and also Nintendo World Championships NES Edition, even though that was already shown off before the Direct. But that was such a banger Direct in my opinion. I loved it. There were so many good games shown off here.
I personally was not expecting much, so
I didn't have high expectations either, mainly because of the fact that we knew nothing before this Direct about
for us to get like a new Mario and Luigi game and a Zelda game with Zelda as the playable character is pretty good.
Yeah, like
by the way, Kyle, you forgot the new Denpa Men.
I forgot. Yeah, I did forget about Denpa Men. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that series came back because I remember that being pretty prevalent on the 3DS.
I've never heard of that.
It's a very quirky little RPG.
Yeah. It was made by the same people who made Colosseum and NFT though. So.
Oh right, Gia Sonardi, right? I forgot.
Yeah.
And also there's a Metal Slug Tower Defense game. I should probably mention that too.
Yeah, I've never heard of Metal Slug, genuinely.
Yeah, I've known about Metal Slug, but I've never played it. I thought
it was pretty known.
Yeah, it's like one of SNK's top IPs, I think.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah, along with I'm not gonna remember the fighting game with Terry. I never remember the name. Yep, Fairly Furrow. I don't know why I never remember the name.
Oh well. And of course, they concluded the Direct with Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, slated for a 2025 release. I bet this is gonna be a cross-gen game.
It most likely will, right?
Because it looks gorgeous on the Switch. Like, wow. And I've never played a Metroid game.
Oh my god. Then you're not living. You're not living life. Wow.
Bruh.
I mean, to be fair, I only played like one, so...
Yeah, you really shouldn't be talking that much.
Well, at least I finished one, unlike you.
Oh, shut up.
At least I finish games. Man. Never mind, I don't finish games. No wonder I have a list of 100 games in my backlog.
Oh, God.
Alright, so the only game you did not mention was Tales of the Shire.
I briefly mentioned Lord of the Rings, but I forgot the full name
of
it.
Alright.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
But yeah,
cause I'm going through the Direct now to make sure. Oh wait, did you mention Looney Tunes?
I did.
Yeah. Okay. We talk about how I said that game looks shit as hell.
It does, yes. All right.
I'm not gonna be nice or what. I'm gonna be honest. Honest opinions here.
Metroid Fusion is on so. All right, yeah, that's something. Okay.
Yeah, like, funny enough, when I was watching it, and Laura can attest to this from watching my reaction video, but when they were talking about the NSO games, and they showed the mature set, as before they even showed the next game after Turok, I was like, are they gonna show Perfect Dark next? And sure enough, it was fucking Perfect Dark.
He had the script. There's no way.
Yeah, I saw like other people mention it before it came up, but that was usually once the Nintendo logo came up. So like people would know what it was, not like or when the music popped up, not when there was nothing, like the black screen with no music like you had, and you just said Perfect Dark.
I mean, I saw a couple of other creators do the same thing, so I wasn't the only one. Like, people have been wanting Perfect Dark to get re-released on Switch for a while now.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen some people when they showed that there's gonna be a new mature section for N64 NSO, a lot of people were like, "Oh, are we getting Conker's Bad Fur Day as well?" But no, we got Perfect Dark first.
Yeah. Everyone thought it was Conker the moment they saw the 17 plus bit. It would not Conker. I am kind of shocked that Conker hasn't appeared yet.
I think it's just because that they wanted to have the mature games on their own separate catalog that isn't part of the main catalog, Because if they did,
Yeah,
then that
but-
would increase the ESRB rating to that would increase the age rating to 18 plus
Oh.
or 17 plus.
Yeah, they gotta let the little kids play with that game. They're gonna love it. They're gonna love that game.
Even though even though like a good portion of the NSL labs have a 13 plus rating, so
Funny enough, I actually played that game and finished it when I was like 13. and
wait, which game?
Conker's Bad Fur.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that no wonder why I'm so dirty minded nowadays.
that game's kind of fucked up, not gonna lie.
It's a good game though. A good platformer.
Yeah, I've heard good things. It's just like, what kind of drugs were the devs on when they made this game?
It's like it's funny because they both came out. It came out on N64, so it's people always say, "Oh, Banjo Kazooie is the sun, and then Conker's Bad Fur is the moon."
Because like it doesn't look all that. It looks pretty innocent look on the surface, but then you actually play it and it's like, oh god, there's blood and gore, there's swearing, there's sex jokes.
Yeah, it looks really appealing to you until you start playing it.
There's a literal boss that is just a pile of literal shit.
Yeah, that guy. Looking back, that game like it's amazing when you understand.
It makes you wonder how that game saw the light of day. It's weird. But yeah, is there anything else about the direct that we wanna add then?
I think that was all for me.
We've covered everything.
Yeah, and then some. What about you, honey?
I don't think so.
All right then. So, very productive episode for this week. We had a banger direct. There was a lot to catch up on, and yeah. So that is gonna do it for us this week. Then, want to thank you all for tuning in. Until next time, through it all, we're still a family. Won't you the family? Goodbye.
Mickey Mouse.